Maren Morris made headlines after she announced that she was leaving country music last month, and she has now resurfaced back into the headlines after her most recent interview on the New York Times Popcast Podcast. And in this interview, Morris shared her thoughts on Oliver Anthony's viral song, Men North of Richmond. When Maren Morris was asked about her thoughts on Oliver Anthony's song, Men North of Richmond, she said, "Before I heard the lyrics, I was like, this guy can sing his ass off. I really do love that type of sound. I like bluegrass. I grew up listening to a lot of that. And anything with a soulful tinge, I'm down for. I think it was the second verse that threw me for a loop. Plot twist. I don't have a ton of opinion on it, but I did think it was crazy, and it was just kind of compounded with the small town thing." Maren implying Jason Aldean's song Try That in a Small Town there, appearing to group the two together. Now Maren continues and adds, "These are all getting co-opted by the conservative right, and this is theirs now. And I kind of did appreciate Oliver Anthony being like, no, it's not." As we remember, Oliver Anthony did speak out against the song being an anthem for any one political party. Maren then adds, "I love that he was just like, no, this wasn't for you. That's kind of badass, but a lot of problematic stuff with that verse." So let's take a look at what the second verse is of Men North of Richmond. It reads, "I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down." Now, as we know, and after reading this verse here, Oliver Anthony speaks for the people here, not just this verse, but with the whole song, and it's mentioning issues that he sees throughout the country, and not only here in the US, but folks even overseas have connected with this song as they face similar issues. So again, Maren, as she stated, sees this verse as problematic. We would love to hear y'all's thoughts down below in the comments on this. And as always, guys, thank y'all for tuning in here at CountryCast. That will be all for today's video.